Have you ever watched a video and felt completely captivated? You were not just listening. You were leaning in, hanging on every single word. The ideas just seemed to stick in your mind, clear and powerful. What if I told you that this wasn't an accident? It wasn't just about the topic or the speaker's charisma. It was a deliberate technique, a carefully crafted rhythm designed to hold your attention and make complex ideas simple. This is the secret that many of the most successful creators use, a method that turns passive viewers into active learners. They understand that how you say something is just as important, if not more important, than what you say. This method is all about stability. Not the kind of stability that means boring or unchanging. No, this is about creating a stable foundation for knowledge to be built upon. It's about giving your audience a clear, steady path to follow, even when the concepts are difficult. Think of it like a drum beat in a song. The beat provides structure, it guides the listener, and it makes the entire experience more memorable. Without that underlying rhythm, you just have noise. With it, you have music. We are going to apply that same principle to teaching, creating a rhythm that makes learning feel effortless and natural for your audience. The problem many creators face is information overload. They have great ideas, important messages, they want to share with the world, but they try to cram too much information into a short amount of time, using long, complicated sentences. The result? The audience gets lost. They click away, or they finish the video without remembering a single key point. Your message, no matter how brilliant, is lost in the digital noise. We are going to fix that today. We're going to strip away the fluff and focus on a method that prioritizes clarity over complexity, ensuring your big ideas land with maximum impact every single time. This isn't about dumbing down your content, it's about smartening up your delivery. It's a fundamental shift in how you think about communication. The goal is to make your audience feel intelligent, capable, and empowered. When they can easily grasp and retain the information you're sharing, they build confidence. They trust you as a source of knowledge. This approach respects your viewers' time and attention, which are the most valuable currencies on the internet today. By the end of our time together, you'll have the tools to transform your content from forgettable to unforgettable, creating a stable learning experience for everyone. So, what's the plan? Today, we are going to break down this powerful method into simple, actionable steps. There will be zero fluff, just practical techniques you can start using immediately. First, we will dive deep into the power of rhythm in spoken teaching. You will learn why the pacing of your voice directly affects your audience's memory and comprehension. I will show you how to vary your speed, when to pause for emphasis, how to create a cadence that keeps your viewers locked in from the first second to the last. This is the foundational layer of our stability method, the very heartbeat of your content. Next, we will tackle the visual side of rhythm. Subtitles, text on screen. This is where the magic really happens. I will teach you a specific strategy for chopping up your sentences into short, punchy segments. We're not just talking about captions for accessibility. We're talking about using text as a visual instrument to guide attention and reinforce your key points. You will learn how to turn a long, complex idea into a series of bite-sized visual cues that are easy to read and impossible to ignore. This technique synchronizes the eyes and ears of your audience for a powerful learning experience. After that, we'll get into the specifics of video editing. This is where we bring everything together. You will learn how to use a combination of slow-motion clips and fast-paced clips to match the rhythm of your voiceover. We'll discuss cut timing, how to choose the right visuals, and where to place them for maximum impact. Think of your video editor as a conductor, orchestrating a symphony of words, visuals, and timing. I will explain how to create sync points that make your edits feel intentional and satisfying, turning your video into a dynamic and visually engaging journey that supports your core message perfectly. Finally, we'll put it all into practice. Theory is great, but doing is better. I will provide you with practical lesson plans and ready-to-use scripts. These won't just be examples, they will be templates you can adapt for your own topics. Each script will come with detailed notes on narration timing, subtitle placement, and visual editing cues. By the end of this video, you will not only understand the why behind this method, but you will also have the how. You will leave here with a complete toolkit to create stable, impactful, highly educational content that your audience will love and remember. Table of Contents, Part 2, Act 1, about 3 section. Section 1, the heartbeat of your message. Section 2, the dance of speed and silence. Section 3, finding your natural cadence. Let's start with the foundation, the very core of this entire method. It's the rhythm of your voice. Think about the last time you heard a great storyteller. What did they do? They didn't just read words off a page. They played with their voice like an instrument. They sped up during exciting parts. They slowed down for important ideas. They used silence to build anticipation. This vocal variety isn't just for entertainment. It's a powerful tool for learning. It acts as a guide for the listener's brain. It tells the brain what to pay attention to. It tells the brain what to remember. It's the invisible structure that gives your content stability. It makes your content easy to follow. Our brains are wired to respond to patterns. Our brains are wired to respond to rhythm. It's how we learn songs and rhymes as children. Think of the alphabet song. That simple, predictable melody locks 26 letters into long-term memory. The same principle applies to teaching. A monotonous, flat delivery is like a straight, unending road with no landmarks. The brain quickly tunes out when there are no signals of change. Introduce a deliberate rhythm to your speech, and you create landmarks. You give your audience something to hold on to. You make the journey through your content engaging and memorable. This vocal heartbeat does more than keep people engaged. It directly impacts memory retention. When you slow down and articulate a key phrase, you send a clear signal to the brain. This is important. Write this down. That change in pace breaks the pattern and forces focused attention. It gives the listener an extra second to process the information. Conversely, speed up slightly through less critical, connective language. You maintain momentum and energy. This push and pull, this dynamic flow, keeps learning active rather than passive. It's the difference between a lecture and a conversation. So how do we begin to build this rhythm? Start by recognizing your script as a musical score. Every word has a purpose. Every pause has meaning. Before recording, read your script aloud. Identify your core ideas. The 1 or 2 sentences per paragraph that hold the most weight. These are your anchor points. These are the moments to slow down. Speak with intention. Let the idea land. The rest of the script is connective tissue, the melody carrying the listener from one big idea to the next. Understanding this structure is the first step to mastering vocal rhythm. Now let's get practical. How do you control the speed of your delivery without sounding unnatural or robotic? The key is to think in terms of energy levels. Your normal speaking pace is your baseline. For your most important, foundational concepts, you need to slow down significantly. Drop your pace by about 25 to 30%. Pronounce each word clearly and deliberately. Imagine you are carving the words into stone. For example, instead of saying the most important thing to remember, stability, the most important thing to remember is stability. This forces the listener to slow down with you and absorb the weight of the statement. On the other hand, you have moments where you want to build excitement or move through a list of examples quickly. In these moments, you can increase your pace slightly above your baseline. This creates a sense of forward momentum and keeps the energy high. But be careful. The goal is not to rush or become unintelligible. It's a controlled burst of speed that serves the narrative. Think of it as a quick jog, not an all-out sprint. Slow, deliberate statements. Quicker, energetic phrases. It makes your content feel alive and responsive, not like a pre-recorded message. Equally as powerful as speed is its counterpart, silence. The pause is one of the most underutilized tools in spoken communication. A well-placed pause can do several things. A short pause before a key statement builds anticipation. A longer pause after a key statement gives your audience time to process. It allows the idea to sink in and settle in their minds before you move on to the next point. Without these moments of silence, you are simply fire-hosing information at your audience, and most of it will bounce right off. Let's try a simple example. Consider this sentence. The secret to this technique is rhythm, and it will change everything. Delivered flatly, it's just a piece of information. Now, let's apply our model. The secret to this technique is rhythm, and it will change everything. Do you feel the difference? The pauses create drama and add emphasis. The slowing down on rhythm and everything marks them as the key concepts. This isn't complex. It's a simple, repeatable dance between speed and silence that you can apply to any topic to instantly make it more powerful and easier to understand. Section 3. Finding your natural cadence. This might sound like a lot to juggle, but the goal is not to sound like an actor performing a monologue. The goal is to find an enhanced version of your own natural speaking style. You don't want to lose your authentic voice in the process. The best way to start is by recording yourself having a normal conversation. Talk about your day. Explain a hobby you love. Tell a story to a friend. Then, listen back to that recording. You will notice that you already use rhythm naturally. You speed up when you're excited. You slow down when you're making a serious point. You pause to gather your thoughts. Once you have that baseline, your task is to become more intentional with these natural tendencies. Take a small part of your script, maybe just one paragraph, and practice delivering it. First, read it in your normal, conversational tone. Then, read it again. But this time, consciously identify the most important sentence. For that sentence, slow down your delivery. Exaggerate it at first. Find the connective sentences. Try to say them a little bit faster, with more energy. Play with the length of your pauses. Record each attempt and listen back. It will feel awkward initially. You will quickly start to hear what works. Here is a simple model you can follow for any paragraph you write. First, identify your thesis sentence, the single most important idea. This sentence will be delivered slowly and clearly. Second, identify your support sentences, phrases that provide context or evidence. Deliver these at a normal pace. Third, identify your transition sentences, the words that link to the next idea. Deliver these a bit faster to create momentum. And finally, strategically place 1 or 2 second pauses right before or after your thesis sentence to give it maximum impact. This simple structure brings stability to your delivery. Remember, this is a skill. It takes practice. Don't expect to be perfect on your first try. The key is to start small. Don't try to apply this to a 14-minute script all at once. Work on one paragraph at a time, then stitch them together. Over time, this deliberate practice will become second nature. This intentional rhythm will become your new natural cadence. You will be able to deliver complex information clearly and memorably. This is the heartbeat of your message, and you are the one who conducts it. Table of Contents, Part 3, Act 2, about 4 sections. Section 1, The Visual Echo, Why Subtitles Matter. Section 2, The Art of the Chop, Breaking Down Sentences. Section 3, Simple Templates for Maximum Impact. Section 4, The Don'ts of Dynamic Text. Section 1, The Visual Echo, Why Subtitles Matter. Now that we have established the rhythm of your voice, let's add another powerful layer. We are going to synchronize what your audience hears with what they see. We're talking about subtitles, but I don't mean those boring static blocks at the bottom of the screen. I'm talking about dynamic, visually engaging text that acts as a second narrator. This is a crucial part of the stability method. When you pair your rhythmic voice with on-screen text that mirrors your cadence, you are creating a multi-sensory learning experience. This reinforces your message in 2 different ways, dramatically increasing comprehension and recall. It's like an echo, but a visual one. Think about how we consume content today. We scroll through feeds in public places, often with the sound off. Or we might be watching in a noisy environment where it's hard to hear every word. Dynamic subtitles make your content accessible in any situation, but their power goes far beyond mere accessibility. They serve as a guide for the viewer's attention. When a word or a short phrase appears on screen, perfectly timed with your voice, it forces the viewer to focus on that specific concept. It eliminates distractions and ensures that your most important points are not just heard, but also seen and registered. This is how you cut through the noise. This technique leverages a psychological principle known as dual coding theory. The theory states that our brains process information through two separate channels: a verbal channel for language and a visual channel for images and text. When you present information using both channels simultaneously, like speaking a word while also showing it on screen, you create stronger mental connections. The brain encodes the idea twice. This makes the information much easier to remember later. You are essentially giving your audience two chances to capture every key idea, making the learning process more efficient and much more stable. It's a simple hack that has a profound impact on learning. So let's redefine our goal. We are no longer just creating subtitles. We are creating kinetic typography. This means the text itself has movement, rhythm, and character. It doesn't just sit there, it performs alongside your voice. The size of the text can emphasize a word's importance. The color can convey emotion. The timing of its appearance can build suspense. By treating your on-screen text as a visual instrument, you add a rich, supportive layer to your narration. This transforms a simple video into a polished, high-impact educational piece that feels premium and intentional, commanding the respect and attention of your viewer from start to finish. Section 2. The Art of the Chop. Breaking down sentences. The secret to powerful on-screen text is not about putting every word you say on the screen. That just creates a wall of text that is tiring to read. The secret is the chop. This is the art of taking a longer, more complex sentence from your script and breaking it down into small, digestible chunks. Each chunk should represent a single focused idea. These chunks are what will appear on screen, one after another, in sync with your voice. This technique forces clarity. It compels you to trim the fat from your sentences and focus only on the words that carry the most meaning. Let's walk through an example. Imagine your script has this line. The most fundamental principle behind this entire strategy is to create a stable foundation for learning. As a single subtitle, that's too much. It's dense. The viewer might read ahead of your voice or get lost in the words. Now, let's apply the chop. We can break it down into several smaller segments. The fundamental principle is to create a stable foundation for learning. Each segment is short, punchy, and easy to read in a fraction of a second. It creates a visual rhythm that matches the vocal rhythm we discussed earlier. How do you decide where to chop? The key is to think in terms of idea units. Read your sentence aloud slowly. Where do you naturally pause, even just for a microsecond? Those natural breaks are often the perfect places to make your cuts. Chop before and after your key nouns and verbs. Isolate the most powerful words. Your goal is to have each on-screen subtitle contain no more than 3 to 5 words. This might seem extreme, but it's incredibly effective. It keeps the viewer's eyes moving and locked onto the screen, eagerly anticipating the next piece of the puzzle you are revealing, one small chunk at a time. This process has a wonderful side effect. It makes your writing better. When you start thinking about how your sentences will be chopped for subtitles, you naturally begin to write in a clearer, more concise way. You start to eliminate unnecessary words and complex sentence structures. You get straight to the point. The constraint of needing short, subtitle-ready segments forces you to distill your ideas down to their purest form. So before you even hit record, you are already refining your message for maximum clarity and impact. The art of the chop doesn't just improve your video, it improves your thinking. Okay, let's make this even more practical. I'm going to give you a few simple templates you can use to structure your chop subtitles. These are proven patterns that work exceptionally well for educational content. The first one is the build-up. This is perfect for definitions or core concepts. You reveal the idea piece by piece, building towards the full statement. For example, if your line is "Rhythm creates engagement," you would display it as rhythm creates engagement. Each new subtitle adds a word, building the idea visually for the viewer. Another powerful template is the question and answer. This is great for creating a conversational feel and prompting the viewer to think. You pose a question on screen, Let it sit for a moment, and then display the answer. So, what's the secret? Pause for 2 seconds. It's all about rhythm. Rhythm is the key. This back and forth pattern is incredibly engaging. Image a side-by-side comparison. Left side shows the build-up template with text appearing sequentially. Right side shows the question and answer template. The third template is the emphasis punch. This is for your single most important word in a sentence. You deliver the line, but when you get to that one critical word, you make it huge on the screen for just a split second. For example, you might say, "This technique makes your content absolutely," and as you say the next word, it flashes on screen. Unforgettable. This visual punch lands with incredible force. It's a jolt to the system that ensures the viewer not only hears the emphasis in your voice, but sees it in a dramatic and memorable way. Use this one sparingly for your biggest takeaways. Finally, we have the do versus don't template. This is a fantastic way to clarify instructions and highlight common mistakes. You can use a split screen or simply use color to differentiate. For example, on the left side in green text, do chop your sentences, and on the right side in red text, don't use long paragraphs. This direct comparison provides immediate clarity. It visually separates the good advice from the bad, leaving no room for confusion. These templates are your building blocks. Mix and match them to create a dynamic visual narrative that supports your teaching and keeps your viewers locked in, you know. Now that you know what to do, it's just as important to know what not to do. The goal of dynamic text is clarity, not chaos. The biggest mistake creators make is overdoing it. They use too many different fonts, too many flashy colors, too many wild animations all at once. This creates a visual mess that distracts from the message. So the first rule, keep it simple. 1 or 2 clean, highly readable fonts, a limited color palette. Let timing and content be the star, not flashy effects. Less is almost always more. The second don't, avoid poor timing. On-screen text must sync perfectly with your voice. If text appears too early, viewers read ahead and stop listening. If it appears too late, it jars the viewer. That breaks the stable rhythm. Edit frame by frame so each word appears exactly when spoken. Perfect sync makes it feel seamless and professional. Avoid visual clutter. Another pitfall, text that's too small or hard to read. Many viewers watch on mobile. What looks fine on a big monitor can be illegible on a phone. Use large, bold text. Ensure high contrast between text and background. White text with a subtle black drop shadow is a classic, readable anywhere. Don't sacrifice readability for style. If viewers must squint, you've lost them. Make learning easier, not harder. Finally, don't transcribe verbatim. The art of the chop. Curate the most important words. Don't put filler words on screen. So like. Subtitles should be cleaner, more potent. They're the highlights, the core message distilled. By being selective, you elevate the words that remain. Avoid these mistakes and dynamic text will support your lesson. Table of Contents, Part 4, Act 3, Section 1, The Conductor's Baton, Orchestrating Your Visuals. Section 2, The Rhythm of the Cut, Slow, Fast. Section 3, Sync Points, Pauses, Visual Emphasis. We've built our foundation with vocal rhythm and reinforced it with dynamic text. Now it's time to bring in the final powerful element, your visual editing. This is where we tie everything together into one cohesive, impactful experience. Think of yourself as the conductor of an orchestra. Your voiceover is the lead instrument. The subtitles are the steady percussion. The video clips, the B-roll, are the string and brass section. They provide the emotional context. They provide the illustrative power. They provide the dynamic energy that makes your message truly sing. Your job is to make sure every element plays in perfect harmony. It's all directed by your editing timeline, your conductor's baton. The primary purpose of your visual clips is to support your narration, not overpower it. Many creators choose clips that are too busy or distracting. If you're explaining a complex idea, you don't want visuals pulling attention away. Select visuals that directly illustrate your point, or select visuals that evoke the right mood and tone. For example, Talking about focus? Use a slow-motion water droplet falling into a pool, a video editing timeline showing clear markers for audio peaks, subtitle placements, and B-roll clip changes, illustrating a well-orchestrated project. Rhythm switchbacks come alive here. Editing lets you pivot energy levels seamlessly. Move from a slow, thoughtful long shot to a high-energy montage of quick cuts. That visual variety keeps the viewer's brain engaged. It prevents visual fatigue. It creates a dynamic, intentional viewing experience. Every cut, every transition, every clip choice should be deliberate to enhance stability and clarity. Before editing, have a plan. Review the script and annotate the feeling for each section. Meant to be inspiring? Use epic, wide-angle drone shots. Technical and precise? Use clean macro shots of gears turning or lines being drawn. About human connection? Use warm, authentic footage of people interacting. Map the emotional journey beforehand. Then choose B-roll with purpose. Visuals that aren't decorative, but are fundamental to your storytelling and teaching. Section 2. The rhythm of the cut. Slow versus fast. Let's get specific about the timing of your edits. The rhythm of your cuts is just as important as the rhythm of your voice. The two must work together. We will focus on two primary modes: slow cuts and fast cuts. Slow cuts are when you let a single video clip play for a longer duration, perhaps 5 to 10 seconds. This technique is perfect for the moments when you have slowed down your narration to deliver a foundational concept. The long, lingering shot gives the viewer the mental space to fully absorb the important information you are sharing. It creates a feeling of calm, stability, and contemplation. Use slow cuts when you are defining a key term, presenting your main thesis, or asking a reflective question. The visual should be simple and aesthetically pleasing: a serene landscape, a close-up of an interesting texture, or a person in deep thought. The lack of rapid visual changes signals to the viewer's brain that this is a moment for deep processing. It pairs perfectly with a slow, deliberate voiceover and a simple on-screen text build-up. Slow voice, slow text, slow visuals. This combination creates a powerful pocket of stability, allowing your big idea to land with gravity and be fully understood before moving on. On the opposite end of the spectrum, we have fast cuts. This is when you use a series of short clips, each lasting only 1 or 2 seconds, edited together in quick succession. This technique is ideal for building energy, showing a process, or illustrating a list of examples. When your narration pace increases, your cutting pace should increase with it. This creates a feeling of momentum, excitement, and progress. A fast-cut montage can convey a large amount of visual information quickly without feeling overwhelming, because the energy matches the pace of your speech. For instance, this applies to any field: science, art, business, education. You could match each word with a quick 1-second clip representing that field. The rapid succession of images, synchronized with your voice, makes the statement more dynamic and memorable. The key to fast cuts is to maintain a consistent rhythm. Don't just throw random clips together. Make the cuts land on the beat of the background music or the cadence of your speech. This rhythmic editing is what separates a professional, high-impact video from a chaotic, amateurish one. It's the dance between slow and fast that makes your video breathe. Section 3. Sync points, pauses, and visual emphasis. To make your editing feel truly intentional and satisfying, you need to master the use of sync points. A sync point is a specific moment in time where multiple elements align perfectly. The instant a keyword is spoken, the dynamic subtitle for that word appears. The video clip changes, and a beat drops in the background music, all at the exact same frame. This perfect synchronization creates a powerful moment of emphasis that feels incredibly rewarding to the viewer. It's a small detail that has a massive impact on how professional and polished your video feels. It tells the viewer that every single element has been crafted with care. To find your sync points, listen to your narrated audio track first. Identify the moments of emphasis, the key words you hit the hardest. Mark these moments on your timeline. These are your anchors. Now, align your other elements to these anchors. Time your subtitle to appear at that exact moment. Make your most impactful B-roll clip cut to that moment. A cymbal crash, a strong beat. When you get this right, the effect is almost magical. It adds a layer of subconscious satisfaction that keeps the viewer locked in, feeling the rhythm of your edit on a visceral level. Just as silence is crucial in your voiceover, visual pauses are crucial in your editing. This doesn't necessarily mean a black screen, although that can be a very powerful tool when used sparingly. A visual pause can be a moment where the B-roll fades away, leaving only you on screen, or only the dynamic text against a simple background. This technique is used to break the pattern and reset the viewer's attention. It's the perfect thing to do right before you introduce a new act or a major new idea. It cleans the visual slate and signals to the audience that a shift is about to happen, preparing them for the next piece of information. Finally, let's talk about visual emphasis beyond just cutting. You can use effects to add punch to your sync points. A quick zoom push on a clip, a subtle camera shake effect on an impactful word, or a flash of color can all serve to emphasize a moment. The key, as always, is subtlety and purpose. Don't just add effects for the sake of it. Ask yourself, does this effect help to emphasize the key idea? For example, a slight, slow zoom in on a clip during a slow, contemplative sentence can enhance the feeling of focus. These final touches of visual polish are what elevate your video from simply being a well-structured lesson to being a truly cinematic and memorable learning experience. Table of Contents. Part 5. Act 4, About 3 Section. Section 1, Lesson Plan 1, The Core Concept. Section 2, Lesson Plan 2, The Process Explained. Section 3, Lesson Plan 3, The Call to Action. Section 1, Lesson Plan 1. All right, theory is done. It's time to get our hands dirty. Let's put everything we've learned into practice with our first lesson plan. The goal of this segment is to introduce one single powerful idea. We'll call it the core idea. This is designed for the beginning of your video, where you need to state your main thesis clearly and with authority. The energy here is confident, steady, and foundational. We are building the ground floor for all the knowledge that will follow. The script is simple, but the delivery and editing will make it powerful. Let's look at the raw script first. Then we'll break down the execution notes. Here is the script. The single most important element of memorable content is not what you say. It is the rhythm. Rhythm creates a stable path. It turns complex information into simple, unforgettable ideas. 4 short sentences. Each one builds on the last. Now for the notes. The narration for this entire section should be slow and deliberate. Imagine you are carving these words into stone. Every word matters. You are speaking with gravitas, leaving space between each sentence. The pace should be about 25% slower than your normal conversational speed, creating a tone of profound importance and clarity. Now, for the visual execution. The subtitles will use the build-up and emphasis punch templates. For the first sentence, we'll chop it. The most important element is not what you say. For the second sentence, we create a sync point. It is the rhythm, with rhythm flashing larger on the screen. The third sentence gets a slow, word-by-word reveal. Think of a metronome swinging, a Zen garden being raked, or slow-motion ink dropping in water. The cuts between clips are long and soft, maybe even a slow dissolve, matching the contemplative mood. Let's put it all together. The slow, deep voiceover begins. The clean, large text appears on screen, perfectly synced. The slow-motion B-roll plays, evoking a sense of calm and focus. The word rhythm punches through visually at the exact moment it's spoken. Everything is working in concert. The audio, the text, and the video clips are all telling the same story, not just with the words, but with the pacing and the feeling. This multi-layered approach ensures that your core concept is not just heard, but is deeply felt and understood by your audience. This is the foundation of stability, established in the first 30 seconds of your video. Section 2. Lesson Plan 2. Next, let's create a lesson plan for explaining a multi-step process. The energy here needs to be different. We are shifting from slow and foundational to energetic and instructional. Show progress. Keep momentum and engagement. Make the process feel achievable and dynamic. Our script, a simple 3-step guide. Faster rhythm, quicker cuts. Much more active than before. We pick up the pace and move forward. Here's the script for this section. So, how do you do it? A simple 3-step process. First, find your vocal rhythm. Second, chop your sentences into visual ideas. And third, sync your edits to the beat.
Direct and action-oriented.
Narration, normal pace for the opening question. Then slightly faster for the 3 steps. Deliver the list with confident, upbeat energy. Make it feel like a simple, exciting secret anyone can do. Subtitles and visuals use a faster rhythm. The question can appear all at once. Use the Q&A template, a simple 3-step process. As you list the steps, use fast cuts. Each clip 2 seconds or less. Cuts land on first, second, and third. Sound wave for first. Scissors cutting text for second. Fast timeline montage for third. This combo creates strong forward momentum. The viewer learns a practical skill in real time. Energy prevents boredom. Structure prevents getting lost. Rhythm switchback, slow to fast, keeps the experience dynamic and avoids fatigue. You are in control of the informational journey. Section 3. Lesson Plan 3. Finally, every great lesson needs to end with a clear call to action. This is the moment where you pivot from teaching to inspiring. The goal is to empower your audience and encourage them to apply what they have learned. The energy here is uplifting, motivational, and conclusive. You are leaving your audience with one final, memorable thought that will stick with them long after the video is over. The script should be concise, powerful, and direct. It's not about introducing new information. It's about crystallizing the entire message of the video into a final, actionable command that resonates deeply with the viewer. Let's look at the script. The power to create unforgettable content is now in your hands. Don't just watch. Practice. Find your rhythm. Build your stability. This is a direct address to the viewer. For the narration, you should start with a warm, encouraging tone. As you move toward the final commands, your voice should become more firm and motivational. The final line, "Start today," should be delivered with a powerful sense of immediacy and conviction. You are not suggesting, you are commanding action, but from a place of empowerment, not authority. You are their guide, giving them the final push they need. The visual strategy for this section is all about impact. We'll use the emphasis punch heavily. The first line, "The power is in your hands," should feature a slow zoom on an inspiring clip. Then, use strong, bold text for the commands. Practice. Find your rhythm. Build your stability. Each of these could be a full-screen text flash, perfectly synced to your voice. For the final line, "Start today," you can use a black screen with just those 2 words in massive, white text. It's a final, dramatic visual statement that leaves no room for ambiguity. By combining an inspiring vocal tone with big, bold, and impactful visuals, you create a powerful concluding statement. This final act doesn't just summarize the information, it transforms it into a personal mission for the viewer. You have guided them through the what and the how, and now you are giving them the now. This completes the journey. You've provided the core concept, explained the process, and now you have issued the charge. We have journeyed through the architecture of unforgettable content, from the foundational heartbeat of your vocal rhythm to the visual echo of dynamic text and the orchestral power of editing. We have seen that stability is not about being static. It is about creating a clear, intentional, and powerful structure that guides your audience through complex ideas with effortless grace. The core techniques are simple but profound. It begins with your voice, learning to dance between speed and silence to command attention. It is then amplified by the art of the chop, turning long sentences into short, punchy visual ideas that reinforce your message and create a multi-sensory learning experience for every single viewer. This method asks you to become a conductor, You are orchestrating every element with purpose, ensuring that your narration, your subtitles, and your video clips all work in perfect harmony. You have learned to use slow cuts for contemplation and fast cuts for energy, creating rhythm switchbacks that keep your content alive and breathing. The power of the sync point, that magical moment where sound, text, and image align, elevates your work from amateur to professional, showing a level of care that your audience will feel viscerally. These are not just tricks. They are the tools of a master communicator, the very building blocks of effective digital teaching. So, what is the next step on this journey? It is to move from theory to practice. The action is simple. Start. Take one idea, just one, and build a short 1-minute video around it using these principles. Record your voice with intentional rhythm. Chop your sentences for the screen. Find one perfect B-roll clip. Find a second perfect B-roll clip and sync your edits to the beat of your voice. Do not aim for perfection on your first attempt. Aim for intention. Feel the difference it makes. Notice how this structure forces you to clarify your own thinking and distill your message down to its most potent and memorable form. Remember this: your ideas have the power to change minds, but only if they are heard and remembered. The stability method is your key to unlocking that potential. It ensures your big ideas are not lost in the endless noise of the internet. It respects your audience's time and rewards their attention with clarity and impact. This is your rhythm. This is your voice. This is your impact. Now go out there, find your cadence, build your stability, and create something truly unforgettable. The world is waiting to learn from you.